Another one of the big problems you could run into, let's say you've rented a 10,000 square foot space, your business is moving along really good, you're in a 5-year lease, 2 years down the road, you find out you need another 5,000 feet. You look over your lease and, uh-oh.
It doesn't address that issue. Never does. So what are you going to do? That's something we address all the time. And
address it when?
When you're negotiating the lease. If it's too late, if you've done your own deal or using somebody that's not quite as competent as they should be, then you have to go back to the landlord and try to negotiate something at that time, or just live with it. You can't expand now until your lease is up for renewal, or you have to move in a new space and pay rent on the old space, or who knows what. So the point is, there are clauses, expansion clauses that cover this in advance. What's going to happen if I need new space? Will the landlord provide me new space? What happens if he doesn't have bigger space? What are my options for canceling this lease? There's also clauses regarding contractions. What happens if I lose a big chunk of business?
Right.
Under what conditions and penalties can I cancel this lease? So it's important stuff that need to do. And then what happens if someone wants to buy the company and move everything else someplace else? Well, that hurts the deal if you've got a long-term lease obligation in that space. So there's a lot of clauses that may never happen,
right,
but it could end up costing you a ton of money if it does happen and you haven't thought about it in advance.
So we're talking about an expansion clause and possibly a kick-out clause.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Well, in the event, as businesses change in ways that we may anticipate or expect, but we want to plan for.
Right,
That's
exactly.
the thing.
And I'll tell you what the scary thing is for new businesses especially. How would you like to be starting a new business and the landlords typically want 3 to 5 year lease? Well, that's scary. I don't know if I'm going to even be in business in a year. I can't commit to all this and personal guarantees. I mean, this is a hard way to start a business. Well, with the right negotiation, we can mitigate a lot of that problem by dealing with kick-out clauses and what your obligations are. And there's a lot of ways to handle that and soften the blow and make it a lot better. But I'm not giving you my secrets. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to learn more about facility, site selection, lease negotiation, etc., go to the website below. There we have 20 videos which will tell you probably more than you ever want to know about site selection and lease negotiation. Thanks a lot.